Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Adeptus Sororitas Repentia squad. They're in this box set right here. I think they're quite reasonably priced. You do get 9 Repentia, all armed with penitent eviscerators and a Repentia superior, which wields a pair of neural whips. But you can swap that with a holy tome if you wish, and you've got 2 heads for her. It contains 95 components. You've got one 32mm base, which is for her, and then you've got the brand new 28.5mm bases. It's odd that they're adding these new size bases, but there we go. Price wise, this box set costs exactly the same as the Arc of Flagellants, which again contains 10 models. Although in that set you do get 5 twins, if that makes sense. But their arms and their weapons and their heads are so different that you're not going to tell that much. Whereas I think in this box set, they're all individual for the most part. And it also means that this box of 10 is cheaper, £2.50 cheaper than the box of 5 Retributors. But of course they have those Armorium cherubs, remember. So without further ado, let's unbox this. It's quite a thin box. So I'm only expecting a couple of sprues. Here's the reverse. So chain blade wielding penitents, and then you've got the penitent eviscerator, and you've got a little bit of a paint guide, and that's her with holding a tome. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it works because the tome is so high. She's got that really high. I think the whip works better, but I do prefer the neural whips of the one in the army set. Okay, let's unbox this then. Oh, no tray or anything like that. That's interesting. So yeah, 2 sprues. You've got, here are the 28.5mm bases. They say, that's odd, it doesn't say the sizes of them, which would have been nice to keep them apart, I guess. There's the sprues, there's the 32mm base for the Repentia Superior, and here is the instruction manual. So, how we've got this, yes, you can have her with a helmet if you wish. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet. I don't think I will, because the head isn't too bad on this one. The face, I mean, but you can have her holding the tome. I don't think I will, just because of how high it is up there, and can have her with a whip that doesn't show with the whip there instead of just her fist. It doesn't work in my opinion. I mean, you want to have a Repentia Superior with this unit anyway, you just do. In my opinion, it doesn't work as well if the whips are just tasseled behind her and she's just clenching her fist. I think it works way better with the whip like that. Having said that, if I was to breach out for any reason and get a second squad of these, I would, yeah, opt for the other pose and probably use her in another part of the force maybe. Anyway, so you've got Repentia Sister A and B. You can choose the variant you wish to build. So that's going to put you down a path, whichever one you want to build, to not be able to build the other one, I guess. But plenty of options here. There we go. So they look very, very different, each of them. And then there's the data sheets. The neural whips are pretty good. And the Sisters Repentia, those penitent eviscerators, they do double strength, but their strength only starts at a 3 anyway. So it's a strength 6, but they are a nice AP -3 and a damage of 2. But you are then hitting on 4 pluses. So a bit of a trade-off, but nice armor penetration and great damage. And they do get 2 attacks each, remember. But I'll go through their rules further in the review when I do that. So these sprues then, they are 2 different sprues. They're not twin sprues or anything like that, which I kind of thought they would be. And that is because you've got the Repentia Superior with a nice long whip. It's a shame, a nice long whip that curls behind her, sort of mid-whip. So she'll work really well with the other one in the army set, and she's also got another whip there. So dual neuro whips, lovely to behold. All the other parts, you've got these really long big chain blades, double-handed ones. You've got some flails and incense and purity seals, bodies, legs, this kind of gothic looking piece that goes behind the Repentia Superior. You've got a nice armour set for her too. Lots and lots of heads here. You've got a couple of heads for the Repentia Superior. Loads of details on the Eviscerator chain blades. They all look quite unique as well. Slight differences in them. Nice selection of heads, screaming, some with scars and cuts, some with bionics, some with bands over their eyes, eye patches, you name it. And then this other sprue, more of the same, more of the big chain blades, more of the variety, more heads, some with things in their mouths, some with hoods on, very angry looking sisters here, about to carve up the enemy. More fleur-de-lis icons, little bars that are inserted into some of the legs, some of the inputs there through the body, some sockets, bands around legs. Yeah, they look fantastic. Lots of detail. This is going to be a fun kit to put together, possibly even more fun than the Arcoflatulence, which I've recently enjoyed. So there you go. That is unboxing and first look at the Repentia squad. Really looking forward to building these almost as much as the Zephyrim and the Canoness. What do you guys think? Please do put it in the comments below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.